Hey YouTube, this is your boy Ibrahim, aka Palarican Base. Anyways, I have a lot of stuff to say, about stuff that's been going on with me. Well, yesterday I finally got my Wegovy again. But there was a problem, with my insurance, like I said before. So anyways, I finally got my insurance back, but the funny part is that my doctor actually kind of screwed up this time and prescribed the wrong thing. I was supposed to get Wegovy 1 milligram, and accidentally he prescribed the wrong thing, and it was actually Ozempic 2 milligram. But then my insurance had a a delay for that because they realized that it was an error, because they already knew that my doctor already messaged them and got in touch with them before I started Wegovy, and that's when they approved the Wegovy for me. So they knew something was kind of wrong with that, and there was a delay with the Wegovy and also with him messing it up. So I had to get in touch with them, and then Walgreens had to get in touch with them as well. So he finally realized he messed up. And now it's funny because he actually sent me the Wegovy 1 milligram, but instead of the 9 to 12 weeks, he sent me a 3-month supply. And it's funny because I don't know if I could actually do it. Take the whole 3-month supply, because I'm gonna have to get in contact with him again. As you can see, this is the 3-month supply. There's 3 boxes they sent me. You see, that's right there. 1, 2, and 3 right there. So it's a 3-month supply. So I don't know if I should actually start taking them, like the whole 3 months, because I know for a fact that when you start with Wegovy, they start off at a different dose, which is it'll start you off at a different dose, which is the where the hell did I put it at? Now I don't know if I should take it those for 3 months, because it's weird if I take it for 3 months, because as you know, I gotta see, these are the pens now. It's a brownish color. They look like that, and it says Wegovy 1 milligram. And then the next dose is supposed to be 1.7. And now, since I got hold on, I gotta check something real quick. Like I was saying, first dose is 0.25, then the 0.5, then the 1 milligram, and then after that it's 1.7. And then finally the last dose will be 2.4 milligrams. Chart right here. Right there, that's the 0.25, then 0.5, then 1 milligram, then 1.7, and then finally the last dose and onward, it would be 2.4. So now it's like, should I actually take the 1 milligram for 3 months and then go to the 1.7? I really don't know yet. So I gotta again contact with my doctor and find out, because it doesn't make sense for me to take all these. I understand he messed up, I appreciate that he actually realized that he messed up, and he was like, oh shoot, he gave me the 2 extra months, and now I'm about to inject myself with the Wegovy. Wait, where is it at? Yeah, right here. The 1 milligram. I'm about to inject myself now since I finally got it. And I know it's going to be maybe a different side effect to it, because I haven't been on Wegovy in a week now. And this will be my first time again in a long time taking Wegovy. So, you already know the pattern. Just put it inside your arm. Damn, this shit gets burnt. Okay, that's the second dose. Second injection. The second the click. So now you can see that it's inside me now. See, there's the yellow. So I just took my first Wegovy 1 milligram. And since I actually weighed myself before I took this, and I actually lost 4 pounds since I was off the Wegovy. So I'm 425.6 now. And the last time I actually said I was 429.1 or something like that. Well, so I actually lost some weight during that whole week that I was off the Wegovy, which I was kind of surprised, because I actually thought I was going to gain weight since, I was off the Wegovy, for a week. But I'm actually happy so far with the results, because I remember when I first started the Wegovy. Now today is month 3, so it's month 3 now. So Tuesday, March 7th. I'm taking this early in the morning, nighttime, whatever you want to call it. That way I could have it in me for now. And then probably, see how it is after a week or whatever. But honestly, since the last time I had, the Wegovy, I was okay. I was feeling, I had a little bit of the headaches, and pretty much that was about it, just the headaches I was having. And there was a few times where I felt nauseous, but it was like only for a few seconds, maybe the most 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And that was about it, but then I was okay afterwards. And now I'm back on the Wegovy, starting right now. Like you just saw me inject myself. But there's a few things I want to actually talk about besides, Wegovy. And hmm, it's kind of sad at the same time, but I never actually went through this in my life before. I never, I never had any kind of mental issues in my life, mental health. I never had any kind of issues at all. But for the past few days, I've been going through like a emotional period in my life. Like the past 2 days, like last week, Saturday and Sunday. Well, it started Friday really. I just got emotional, which there was one day that it was a Wednesday, and I was walking home, going back home to finish doing the laundry, and all of a sudden I just got emotional because there's like a Jewish after school or program that they have, and the kids that are there, they have Down syndrome. So I saw them and I kind of got emotional because 34 years ago I was like 7 years old, and I had a friend, he was 7 as well, and it was on the news too. He actually drowned. It was him and another kid. They drowned in Shipshed Bay. And I don't know, it just made me start thinking about him, and I just started crying. And my mom was asking me, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I don't know what's going on with me." And I told her what happened. And she was surprised that, I just thought about him after 34 years. So that was one point. And then Friday, I don't know what happened to me. All of a sudden, I just started crying. But Saturday and Sunday, it was actually worse for me because I was crying and crying, and I just felt... Well, Saturday, I was sad. I was crying and just felt like I wanted to be alone. Like I didn't want nobody to be with me. And Sunday, the same thing, but my mom was like, "Go take a shower and maybe that will help you feel better." And I did that, and then I ate dinner with her. And then after that, I went to take a walk to see how I was going to feel. And it kind of helped, taking the walk. But I don't know what's going on with myself. It's like I never experienced this in my life. So it's like it's all new to me, And mental health issues and stuff like that, it's real. So it's sad, when some people are actually being bullied in school and they can't do anything. So they turn to suicide and they kill themselves because they were bullied in school. And that's really sad, because when I was in high school, I was bullied, but I didn't really take it to the extreme where I wanted to harm myself, Like, sometimes I would laugh about it and just walk home and go to, and do and get ready for the next day. But there was times where, sometimes they would make fun of me on the bus or in school. until I beat the shit out of somebody one time. But sometimes it was sad because, I was bigger than what I am now. And in high school, they used to make fun of me. And I used to come home sometimes and just cry myself for a few hours and cry. That was it. But shit. But it actually feels okay, talking to. I actually have a therapist that I talk to every Tuesdays. And I'm actually gonna talk to her later today, and maybe I could have have therapy at least for twice a week instead of once a week to see how I feel. Maybe it's the medication I'm taking. Maybe I need to change the dosage for that. I don't know, but but like I said, mental health is is real. So just talk to somebody if you have to. I mean, yeah, I'm crying right now. Because wow. It's sad, just hearing the stuff on the news about all these kids committing suicide because they were bullied in school, or even worse, just like other stuff that's going on with their lives that they were made fun of, or or even they were lonely, so they, it was different back then, for people. And shit, it was so different for a lot of people back then, especially, high school, whatever. But I never really had any bad experiences like that, like I wanted to harm myself. But huh, I mean, I'm not perfect, but then again, nobody is, right? But sometimes it's just sad, you know? Like I remember, in 2014, I became friends with this girl. Well, this little girl, I became friends with her on Kick, and Twitter, and her name was Katie Gracer. See, this was her. That was her right there. She actually was bullied. She was bullied in school, and we would talk. She was like a little sister to me. And she actually used to call me her big. Fuck. She used to call me her big brother. and we became very close. So she was bullied a lot every day because to them she was different than well than what most girls were at that time, you know? So so she ended up committing suicide because they used to bully her in school and make fun of her. And I didn't even know about it until a friend of mine, a friend of hers, which was a friend of mine as well, messaged me on Twitter and told me. So I promised her friend and her that in memory of her, I will keep trying to help out people who get bullied and make a difference in their lives. And that's what I'm gonna and that's what I'm gonna continue to do. Katie, I love you and I miss you. You was a beautiful angel. She was only 12 years old when she died. Wow. She was only 12 years old when she died, when she committed suicide. So, she was only 12 years old when she committed suicide. So, so right now, if she was actually alive, she would have been 21 years old. And her life was cut short because of the bullying. So, yeah. So, I'm sorry, guys. I'm okay now. So, my only advice to anybody who's getting bullied, just stand up for yourself. Don't take the easy way out because it's too hard for you. You know, stand up for you. Stand up for yourself. Talk to somebody, whether it's somebody you trust or a counselor in school, or somebody you look up to outside of school. You know, it could be somebody from your family or a pastor, a priest, an imam, whether you're Muslim or a Buddhist monk. If you're Buddhist, like Chinese, Asian, or whatever, talk to somebody. Or because it's not a funny thing, it's not a joke. Don't harm yourself. Just talk to someone. You know, just talk to somebody, and you probably feel better talking to somebody. Like what I'm doing, with my therapist. I talk to her once a week, but now it's like the stuff I'm going through now. I want to. I'm probably gonna tell her I want to talk to you twice a week at least. Oh shit! Can't stop. I'm gonna just talk to her and see what happens. And like I said, there's always somebody out there to talk to. You know, you don't have to give up on yourself. If you have the doubters like I had when I was in the gym, constantly working out, those doubters became followers, and they even looked up to me.